The road to the White House and the race for the president's seat inside the US presidential palace will be between these two men. A Biden versus Trump rematch again after both candidates secured more than half of the Republican and Democratic delegates respectively needed for the nomination. But the path towards the White House will be full of challenges. Both Biden and Trump face several political hurdles, worries about their age, a frustration about the US alliance to the occupying entity of Palestine, and an economy facing several challenges, all make the 2024 US election binary a hard race and perhaps, as experts say, a no-choice rematch.
Barring some dramatic change with Joe Biden's health or Donald Trump's legal status, it appears as though it will be Trump versus Biden round 2 in an election rematch that no one wants. The problem is that neither of them have solutions, but when you look at the situation in Gaza, what's clear is that Biden is going to continue to support Netanyahu, continue to support the policy of ethnic cleansing against the Palestinian people. He made it clear. He said, well, we want more humanitarian aid, but he refused to cut off the funding to Netanyahu's army, the weapons, and the political cover, because the U.S. keeps vetoing UN Security Council resolutions. On the other side, Donald Trump is also totally committed to support Netanyahu. He said he was the best president when it comes to Israel that the United States ever had. So you have a situation where the Zionist lobby has control over both candidates.
Regardless of who is elected as the next US president, he will have to convince about his policy towards the war in Gaza for an angry crowd who over the past months have marched, called, demonstrated, spoken against the US backing of the occupation in its war in Gaza, which has killed more than 31,000 people.
So what's necessary is to have a shift from the American people. And we're beginning to see a growing sentiment because of the atrocities that people are seeing from social media, a growing sentiment to cut off support for Netanyahu. I don't know if this will have an effect in the short term. Biden promised a ceasefire by Ramadan. Of course, it's already Ramadan. There's no ceasefire. The real question then is, will enough American people cry out against genocide? And will the United States accept the ruling of the International Court of Justice if it finds, in fact, that the Israeli government is guilty of genocide?
The two candidates have opposing views on a host of issues, and while both men sailed through the binary season, their paths to win in November will be more difficult.